Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I figured I would go over keybinds for anyone new to PC or for those who might be looking to change it up a little to get a little perspective on, someone else's keybinds. So we're just gonna dive in and take a look at what I've got. Typically use caps lock to pull my harvester out, but I'm always looking for ways to improve and trying new keys. So I have it bound to 1. So sometimes I will try to actively use 1 just to build up that muscle memory. My weapons are 2 through 6. I used to have keys like Q, Z, and X and stuff for weapons, but I find that using numbers is simpler and it also frees up keys around WASD for building. For building, I have my walls double bound with Q and my mouse. Stairs is E, floor is my mouse button, roof is Z, and scroll wheel, and V is my edit. So I use Q and E for my main builds because it's right next to WASD and I don't really have to do much movement for them. I want to keep everything as close to WASD as I possibly can. If you're looking to redo binds, I recommend doing it slowly and not all at once. And double binding really helps. If you're trying to change your edit key, for instance, change it to what you want and keep the one that you currently have, and just make conscious efforts to use the new edit key. Because eventually you're going to get into a stressful situation and you're going to react with what you've been using and what you're accustomed to. So eventually, once you feel comfortable using your new edit key and you're consistently using it, cut off the old one and then just stick with the new one. And then in those stressful situations, you'll learn. But initially I would double bind and try to work around it. Something you might want to consider is your keyboard placement. Now, a lot of pro players tend to play with vertical keyboards, and that was because of the LAN setups where they didn't have a lot of room. So a lot of them would use vertical keyboard to give them more mouse space. But tilting your keyboard does have some benefits. One, easier on your wrist. It might be a little bit more comfortable. You might find that having the keyboard tilted is a little more comfortable for your wrists. And you can also use it to hit keys a little bit easier. For me, I know when my keyboard is tilted a little bit, I can hit like 5 and 6 a little bit easier, and you just gotta find what works for you. Played console for 20 years and I've been on PC for about a year, so it is tough. My biggest piece of advice would be to not rely on your mouse. Don't let your mouse do all the work. Learn the keys because it will ultimately benefit you. This was the first game that I learned to play PC on, so I know how difficult it can be. Learning movement, learning aim, all that kind of stuff. So you just got to find out what works for you, find out what keys you can reach, find out something you're comfortable with, but try not to rely on your mouse too much. And also, even though I'm making this video, don't really worry about what other people are using. The only reason I want to make this video was because mainly building is a lot smoother if you can do it with your keyboard and not your mouse, because the inputs are going to be a lot easier to make. The game will register it and you won't be doing any kind of ghost building where you hit a button and it didn't go through or whatever. So that would be my piece of advice. So that's really going to be it for this video. I kind of really just wanted to get my 2 cents and just share my binds with the world. So that'll be it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.